Disclaimer: do not harass any individuals mentioned in this video. Hello everyone, my name is Smasher, and as I say, welcome to the channel. Enjoy your time here. Anyways, I've been playing Sonic Unleashed since I was in my teenage years. I have some decently fond memories of it, but I will say, the way this game got bashed at release feels a little unfair. But I say that, although the Werehog is slow, it is not a violation of Sonic's gameplay. Sure, speed has always been his selling point, but the actual point of his games is to get faster through mastering the stage. Now, a lot of video game reviewers do tend to miss this. They think that speed is Sonic's only thing. And well, I say they have a fundamental misunderstanding of how Sonic functions as a game. But first, let's get a couple of consolidations out of the way. A couple of flaws about the Werehog's gameplay style before we get into the positives and why I say it is still a Sonic gameplay style. The Werehog is known for having a bad camera, to the point where sometimes you have to make a couple of blind jumps. It's not the greatest experience, but it's kind of just what the game is. And the controls are kind of janky, though remarkably good for a first attempt at the gameplay style. Now, where are the positives of the Werehog start? Well, it all starts when you hear that infamous piece of jazz music. The combat of the Werehog is really fun. The combat clearly has a very good flow to it, and it's designed to flow together in the style of God of War or Devil May Cry. And it succeeds in copying that style of genre. The Werehog's gameplay style is designed to flow together and allow you to show your mastery of the combat system and all of its combos. Now that plays amazingly when you get good at it. Now, critics did review these two sections of the game differently, depending on one thing: whether or not they are a professional reviewer or a fan reviewer. Fans generally have a much more positive consensus around the Werehog, and reviewers generally had a much more negative. This is certainly notable because no other part of the game has this kind of split. Both reviewers, professional and fan, love the day stages. Now, the question becomes, are these misunderstandings intentional? Could there be a bias in professional reviews, like with IGN or Retro Review? I believe that is so. I mean, look how well that Starfield scored on IGN. It scored much better than most people agree it probably should have. It caused the game to sell better, and made it so Bethesda made their budget back. Now, most people would be thinking, if they're gonna make a game that garbage and it gets reviewed that amazingly, what's going on? Why is there bias in the game reviews? According to Tom Hamimi, there is notably one thing that producers can do in the video game industry. They can influence reviewers with various things of bargaining power through things like sponsorships and early copies of games. Now, no network worth their salt would badmouth their sponsors, because that means they'd stop sponsoring or stop giving you early copies, and that makes your reviewing job that much harder. So there's a bias toward them in the gaming industry, but it's not for no reason. Now, you may be saying, what about fan reviews? Wouldn't they be even more biased? Well, I have a bit of a gripe with that. Simply put, fans do the reviews out of passion for the things they love, not out of a job to get a paycheck. And most fans know that if they make a bad take, they're going to get slaughtered by their community. And the thing is, fans have become reviewers because they have a stake in the things they love. Now, what should you take away from this? don't 100% trust professional reviewers. I'm not saying don't trust them at all, but don't trust them 100%. In conclusion, most game reviewers have a fundamental misunderstanding of a lot of the games they play. I wouldn't advise to trust them 100%. I don't advise to trust anyone 100%. Not fan reviews, not critical reviews. Make your own decision before you do anything. This is Smasher, signing off.